Welcome back to the Sim the Sky podcast. We're either flying high or learning why we shouldn't have. I'm Dustin Nuttall, your student pilot, co-pilot, and today we're tackling one of the aviation's most intimidating and jaw-dropping topics, mountain flying. Because why not? I'm in Montana. Now, I'll admit, I haven't actually flown in the mountains yet, but I've been obsessively researching simming and bugging Montana pilots for tips. And here's the scary truth. Your flight sim is lying to you. Density altitudes, winds, emergency landing spots. Microsoft Flight Sim makes it look like a scenic screensaver, but real mountains, they don't care about your virtual confidence. We'll also read your fake listener emails, because I believe in you, future real listeners. Answer questions, and debate whether the Cessna 140A is the most underrated tail dragger ever. Let's dive in. Density altitude, the silent killer. First up, density altitude. In the sim, you crank it up the throttle and zoom, no problem. But in the Rockies at 8,000 feet DA, your climb rate evaporates. Your Cessna 172 suddenly performs like a lawn chair with a fan. Sim versus reality. Microsoft Flight Simulator models DA kind of, but it doesn't give you that sinking feeling when your plane refuses to climb, or the panic when your takeoff roll takes twice as long. Pro tip. Pilots say add 50% to your takeoff distance estimates, then double it. 2. Winds and rotors, the invisible punches. Mountain winds are not the gentle breezes of flight sim. Rotors, downdrafts, and shear can slam you into a canyon wall like a divine slap. In the sim, you just reset. In real life, you pray. Lee side turbulence. Fly downwind of a ridge, and it's like being in a washing machine. Sims, more like gentle rocking. Emergency valleys. Real mountain pilots always know where to ditch. In Microsoft Flight Sim, I just slew mode to safety. Number 3, the no options mindset. In flat land flying, engine failure equals find a field. In mountains, it's find a less steep cliff. Sims don't teach that gut check moment when you realize there's nowhere to go. All right, so I hope you all gained something from that. But anyways, we're going to go to emails. I'm going to read some emails here, and email number 1 is, I botched my landing and lived. Hey, Sim the Sky. Last week, I flared way too high in my Cherokee and bounced like a kangaroo. My CFI said, well, that's why we practice. Any tips for not looking like a total noob? First, welcome to the club. Every pilot's done this. My advice, eyes down the runway, throttle to idle before touchdown, and pretend you meant to do a soft field style bounce. Confidence is key, even when you're lying. Email number 2, why the Cessna 140A is the best plane ever. Interesting. I flew a 140A last weekend. No electrical system, no radios, just pure stick and rudder joy. Why don't more people love these? Yes, the Cessna 140A is the Miata of tail draggers. Simple, cheapish, and stupid fun. No vacuum pumps, no GPS, just you, the wind, and the hope I remembered the fuel gauge works vibe. Also, that rag wing. All right, now let's revisit tail draggers versus tricycle gear, but with mountain rules. So trikes like the Cherokee or the Cessna 182, the big pros is stable on rough strips, easier to land when you're distracted by, oh god, that peak is close. But the cons is nose wheel equals please don't hit a rock stress. Tail draggers like the Cub or Cessna 185, which the 185 is amazing. Pros, tough, short field gods, and cool factor when you park next to a turboprop. Cons is crosswind landings on a slope. Good luck. The verdict for mountains, I'd want a tail dragger, but train in a trike first. Pride won't save you from a sideways landing. All right, now to the next part, the Q&As as we always do on the show. So, first question is, what's the one mountain flying tip you've heard that scared you? Never fly up a canyon you can't turn around in. Translation, if it looks like a dead end, it is. Question number 2, can you practice mountain flying in the sim? Sort of. Use X-Plane 12 with real weather. Disable reset flight and imagine your spouse asking, why is your forehead sweating? Question number 3, what's your dream mountain plane? The Cessna 185 Skywagon, Bush Legend, hauls gear and looks like it hunts bears. Runners up, Kodiak, if I win the lottery, or a Super Cub if I sell the lottery. Well, that's it for today. Next episode is going to be Radio Chaos, a student pilot's guide to not sounding like a goober. Because yes, I've called tower when I meant ground. Want to be featured? Email your stories, questions to hrdcrmtl@gmail.com and tell me what's your oh crap mountain flying story or sim story. I know you've got one. Stay safe, fly smart, and always check the DA. See you next time.